welcome to another episode of the I Am Undeniable podcast. I'm your host, Alex Sundar, and I'm here to drop some major fucking bombs and perspective on how to become unbreakable in your mind, body, and soul. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about your metabolism. Is your metabolism slowing down? I think this is an excellent topic. It's a question that I get asked on quite a lot. And we're going to really deep dive into metabolic health, answering questions behind it, and, giving direct value. So it's pretty late now. It's 11 o'clock at night. I am currently walking on my walking pad because I am trying to get my steps in. I am at 2,300 right now, and the goal is to get 10,000 steps every single day. So I thought that I would actually try doing this podcast episode, because I do live stream them at the same time, while I'm walking on my walking pad. So yeah, that's kind of like where we're at. That's kind of where we're at for the day. So as I'm kind of live streaming this, I'm going to be actually talking about the topic. It is your metabolism. Does your metabolism slow down? And if it does, what do you need to do behind it to counteract it? What do you need to do to consistently upkeep your metabolism? And what do you need to do to make sure that you don't feel like you're constantly putting on fat because your metabolism is slowing? So let's talk about your metabolism. So in the past, what we were taught is that as you get older, right, after your 30s, as you get older, it's not like your body is in your 20s anymore, or when you're 14 or 12, where you can eat whatever the fuck you want and not put on weight. What you eat actually matters. And based on how old you are, you might notice that you're putting on body fat a lot quicker. It seems like that you can't eat out as much during the week or on the weekends or drink sometimes because you put on body fat a lot easier. It feels like you feel slow. Your metabolism feels like it's slowing down. Well, here's the thing with that. We got a ton of research studies now. We got tons of information nowadays to kind of really look into that. And the truth is that your metabolic health, your metabolism, don't quote me on the exact study that was done for this, doesn't technically slow down until like after your 60s. Isn't that kind of shocking? So the question is then, well, why do you feel like your metabolism slows down as you get older? And I think a lot of people just don't understand what the metabolism is. I think it's a term that's used out quite a lot, that, oh my God, I'm putting on weight because my metabolism is slowing me down. It's slowing me down, right? It's not true. Your metabolism doesn't work like that. If your metabolism slow down or it doesn't work, you're probably going to be fucking dead. Metabolism doesn't work like that. I think we just need to take that term and throw it out the window and look at exactly why are you actually putting on body fat. Now, there are some cases where this actually matters in terms of metabolic slowing, but I'm going to touch on that to the end. But I want to focus on those who don't have these conditions, right? So one of the reasons why you might feel like your metabolism is slowing is because, number one, you're not active enough. Your metabolism is like an engine. If you don't use it, it's going to break down. So if you're sitting at a desk all day, or you're not moving enough, especially as you get older into your 30s, well, of course your metabolism is going to seem like it's slowing down. It's not fucking slowing down. It's because you stop moving. And that's just the reality in today's world, in today's society. Like, as you get older, like a lot of people when they turn 18 here in Canada, they start drinking. They start going out to restaurants. You start dating, right? There's lots of people who get into dates, get fat. You're working a job. You're not moving as much. You're not active as much. And that lack of activity does a couple things to your body. Over time, if you do not work out, if you are not active, in a sense, you will put on body fat. It's not the fact that your metabolism is slowing. It's the fact that you're not using the engine that needs your metabolism. And if you stop moving, you stop working out, and if you stop eating good food to supply that metabolism, right, to supply your body, you're going to put on body fat, right? And there's a risk with not moving and not working out for years and years and years. You lose lean muscle mass, lean muscle mass uses up energy. So part of your metabolic health is that you need to use the engine, and you need to supply the engine with enough energy and fuel, right? Which comes from the food that you consume, right? It comes from like your carbs, your fats, your proteins, what you eat in your diet. So that's why it seems like when you're younger, you can eat everything that you want, not put on body fat. It's because you are active. It's because you're playing sports. It's because you're working out, you're moving. And then when things change, when you're sitting down all day, you're not moving, you're not working out, and you're trying to eat the same or eat shittier, the logical explanation is that you're in a what we call caloric surplus, and you are putting on body fat. So it's not the fact that your metabolism is slowing down. It's the fact that you're just losing muscle from not working out. You're overeating and over consuming on calories. Of course, you're going to put on body fat. Of course, your metabolism is going to feel like it's slowing down. You're not using your engine. You pretty much put the car on park and you didn't start it up. So it just doesn't make fucking sense at that point. Now, there are cases where metabolic health will slow down, but you need to get yourself tested. You need to go to a doctor if that's the case. If you self-diagnose because you have a metabolic issue, you don't. You probably don't. Most likely you don't fucking have a metabolic issue, right? That you just need to be honest with yourself that you're eating shitty, you're not working out, all that jazz. But if you do have a health condition, or you take a ton of medication that has side effects that could affect your metabolic health, and your metabolism might be slower compared to the average person. And if it is, if you do have a health condition, well, you need to get that diagnosed by a doctor. The same principle still applied to base what I told you, but you need to get a couple factors set in stone. So the question is then, well, how can I speed my metabolism back up? Well, you got to take the key in the ignition. You got to turn that engine back fucking on. And you do that by working out, lifting weights, and being active again, right? You got to actually get that metabolism going by moving, working out in the gym, lifting weights, doing cardio. As I said at the beginning of this live stream, I am walking on a walking pad right now to get more of my steps in. That's good for your metabolic health, but you got to use that engine. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to rev it up. You got to move. Because if the fuel that you're using in for your body is not going to be used for anywhere, well, of course, that might feel like why your metabolism is slowing down. So that is it for another episode on the I Am Undeniable podcast. In order to be undeniable, you got to work on your health, man. This is extremely important. And part of that is learning to master your metabolism. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed another episode, and we will see you tomorrow.